Hi, I'm Phil. Welcome to Rovin's Den. Thanks so much for tuning in to my next installment in the ranking of the songs of Judas Priest per album. Today I'm going to be talking about Turbo. Turbo is their 10th album, and I, of course, listened to it on CD. And if you're going to get the CD, this is the version to get. It's got the Turbo 30, the remastered version on there, and then it's also got 2 CDs recorded live on the Fuel for Life tour in Kansas City on the 22nd of May, 1986. So it comes in this cool gatefold here, and then it also comes with a nifty little book here. Let's see if I can pull this out. Comes with a nice little book here. Very cool. And then it has the, that's the hype sticker there. 30th anniversary remaster 3D set, 3 CD set, original album, plus 20 tracks. So very cool hype sticker there. And it's just a cool album with all the lyrics and the cool edition of the album, rather. And we've got our information there, and boom, yes, there it is. So we've got Rob Halford on the lead vocals, Glenn Tipton on the lead guitars, KK Downing on the lead guitars, Ian Hill on the bass, and once again, Dave Holland on the drums. And I don't believe it says Tom Allom produced this in big font, but yeah, it doesn't say it. I can see right off the bat there. But oops, there goes my hype sticker. I'll get that again afterwards. But anyways, cool album, and cool addition to the album, rather, I should say. Now, in my re-listening to their entire catalog, I think I've mentioned before that you find you maybe didn't think of an album in the same way you once did. It could be greater than you once thought of it, or not as great. And which categories does this album fall in for me? Well, let's take a look. This album came out in 1986, clocks in at 40 minutes and 58 seconds long, has 9 tracks on it, and yeah, let's get right to it, shall we? I will say off the bat, this album is an enjoyable listen, but very different than how I seem to have remembered it from my younger years. Coming in at number 9 on my listing is track number 5 on side 1. That is Rock You All Around. And that's if you're listening to the album, of course. If you're listening to the CD, well, it is what it is. But it's Rock You All Around. This clocks in at 3:37. And, it's a song that's definitely going for the stadium rock sound. Unfortunately, it becomes very repetitious. Not a song that I would put at the top of my Judas Priest greatest hits compilation, but it is what it is. Coming in at number 8, we have Hot for Love. 4 minutes and 12 seconds. Now, something you're going to notice about this album is, there's a lot of innuendo going on this album. And it's to me, this song is just a boring, substandard fare type of song. The sad thing for me is seeing that, indeed, Dave Holland is back on the drums, but you'd be hard-pressed to tell on this album. It is filled with drum machine galore, which is big at this time. I mean, you got ZZ Top doing it, and so I can't fault them for that. And they were, as I've said before, trying something different, trying something new, seeing if it fit, and there are some songs in here that definitely shine, but this is not one of them. Hot for Love, coming in at number 8. Coming in at number 7, we have the second song on that second side. That's going to be Wild Nights and Hot and Crazy Days. This clocks in at 4:39, and unfortunately, I wish I could say more, but for me, all I wrote was more standard fare. So it doesn't stand out as anything extraordinary here. That takes us to number 6. We have our second track on our first side that is Locked In, and again, I just gave it 3 out of 5 stars and said, sadly, the beginning of a record of standard fare. So can't even remember too much about it, actually, other than what I initially wrote on my initial thought, on my initial listen through or playthrough. Coming in at number 5, we have the 4th track on that second side. That's going to be Reckless. That clocks in at 4:17. And thankfully, this is a strong close to this record. It's a great album with searing solos once again. So it's true that even with all this other stuff going on with the synths and the drum machine and the lyrics not being the best that Judas Priest has delivered on. This song delivers, and it's a good song and a great way to end this album, which I make it sound like it's a bad album. It's not a bad album. There are worse out there, and some of them we still have to get to. And what do we still have? 9 albums left in our discography, or 8 more after this one. So, yeah, that's Reckless. Coming in at number 4, we have the third track on the first side, and I'm simply listing the vinyl numbering of the tracks here, even though I listen to it on streaming or CD for some of these in this series. This here, Private Property, as I said, the third track on the first side. It's an obvious stadium rock style song. I've mentioned before how some of the songs sound like they were from another band and Judas Priest took them. This one sounds like it belongs with Kiss. It's a very Kiss feeling song. So fans of Kiss will definitely appreciate this song, in my opinion. And yes, I am a fan of Kiss. Coming in at number 3, we have that first track on the second side that is Out in the Cold. This is a song, if you ever listen to rock radio, you've definitely heard this song. It's a popular song, has great synth actually. It's a great opener to that second side. And as I close my eyes, I can see the lasers and smoke shining through. Very reminiscent of Whitesteak, if you will. But I give it a solid 5 out of 5. So not bad for what that is. Coming in at number 2, the one that starts us off. I'm your turbo. You know the rest. That's Turbo Lover. Comes in at number 2 here. Very different sound for Judas Priest. I mean, at least they hit you right up front with the opening of this album, with what kind of album this is going to be. And that is not the same Judas Priest. And again, I've mentioned so many times before, that's what I really appreciate about this band, and what makes me want to have a copy of this album is that it's different, and that they're trying something different. And maybe it fails, maybe it doesn't. In some cases, I don't want those copies because they failed too much, but in this case, it definitely succeeds on some level, and I'm thankful for that. So that's Turbo Lover. The synths and the drum machine actually work here. Number 1, obviously, if you're following along, that's the 4th track on that first side. We don't need no parental guidance. It's Parental Guidance, and this is a 3-minute 25 song, and it sounds like Rat. It's Judas Priest changing it up yet again, and it's a popular song, and I know what was going on in the zeitgeist of music at the time with the labeling and stuff being slapped on records, so I can completely understand why this song resonated and why it probably resonates today. And that takes us out at number 1. So not a great album, but not a horrible one either. It's a good album to give a listen to, especially for those ones that are on the radio all the time, those top 3. Well, thank you so much for tuning in yet again. I hope that you've been enjoying my series. I don't know if you agree or disagree with my ranking. Maybe there's a vast difference, or maybe just 1 or 2, and I'd be interested to know. So drop those in the comments below, and maybe let me know, should I be giving certain songs a re-listen? I'm always willing to learn, grow, and adapt. And especially if I'm told, go pick this up on vinyl, I wouldn't be disappointed, because then I would know there's magic in those grooves. I'll see you next time.